Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Zach, also known as Boomie. I've been a pro Brawlhalla player for 7 years. I'm a 4-time world champion, almost 50-time tournament champion. What's up?
Sandstorm needs to finish this stock off of Boomie. Can't get the Boomie!
Big unarmed damage from LDZ, keeping him back. Damage.
But oh my god!
I don't do it. As far as my real life goes, I have abandoned everything for Brawlhalla pretty much. I wake up and I play Brawlhalla all day. Other than Brawlhalla, I only spend time with my family and friends. I don't go to school, I don't do any other working or anything like that. I just spend a lot of my time on my computer and play games a lot. Early on in my career, I used most of my earnings and I just reinvested them in myself. So like, the first big amount of money I made was Combo Breaker 2016. I made $200. And as soon as that tournament ended, me and my dad, we went to Best Buy and I bought myself a Razer keyboard. As I started being more consistent in placing, I started having like a lot of excess money. And since I was so young, I like didn't really have any real life obligations. So I'd buy like tons of skins and games, like so many League skins, so many Brawlhalla. I still have like almost every single item in the Brawlhalla store. I remember during BCX 2017, Remy and I and like a lot of our friends, we played a bunch of CSGO. And I just remember the biggest motivator for me to win BCX 2017 was to buy a CSGO knife and like make a bunch of money and buy a CSGO knife. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I don't think I've told anyone this before, but I spent all of my BCX 2017 earnings, which was like $17,000. I ran through that so fast, like 6 months probably. I was through that. So ever since then, like, I've been much more smart about my money. Like, I don't buy any little things. I don't buy much skins anymore. For the most part, I just invest and like buy little gifts for my family. The biggest individual purchase I ever made was like I bought myself a car recently, but you know that's more practically useful than the stuff I used to do earlier in my career, like skins and stuff. As far as teammates go, in a dream world, I would like to at least try and play with Cody Travis, but Cody Travis is like one of the most loyal and just like genuine pros. Like, he is super dedicated to playing with Phazon. I've honestly reached out to him multiple times whenever I've been in need of a teammate, and he's always told me no, including this time. If I could have an opportunity to play with someone from another region, I would love to try and play with Blaze. I've always like revered that guy so much. Ever since we played against them at DreamHack Rotterdam, I always thought he was just like an absolute freak at the game. Honestly, like what they've been able to do in 2v2 is so insane. Balance-wise, I think I share a lot of sentiments that a lot of top players do regarding the current meta. I think Axe and Hammer have been a little bit too oppressive for a while now. I think they could use some nerfs, particularly like compare Hammer and Axe and how efficient they are at killing compared to other weapons. They just like there's too big of a gap, especially Hammer. Like at Hammer Sair, Axe Sair, they're too safe and too efficient at killing and do too much damage. I also think like Greatsword is still really good. It's just underexplored for the most part. If I could remove a weapon from Brawlhalla, I would remove Katars in a heartbeat. I hate Katars. I think Katars are just the most horrific design of all weapons. They're impossible to balance. They're either the best weapon in the game or they're just absolutely horrific and horrible to play. So I hate them, and I would remove them. Crystal Temple. Dude, Crystal Temple is just the peak, the most egregious example of how horrific maps are. That map is, it could literally be halved in size and it would still be bad. Like, I do not understand why Crystal Temple exists. It's way too big. The slant, it goes like, you get hit by a Sair and you go straight down. It's so bad. Also, Rayman on that map? Who thought that was okay? Oh my god. I mean, if BCX happened right now, this is being recorded like 2 days after the tournament, so I'm just gonna have to go with Snowy because he just won. But I would never bet against anyone from NA. Honestly, like, NA could lose every tourney against EU the entire year and I'd still bet for NA. I'm just an NA ride or die till the end. Also, it's just even though like EU looks good and stuff, like EU always looked good and then lost anyway. Well, it's hard to bet against myself in doubles, so I think like whoever I'm playing with, I try and stay away from the public for the most part. I like the confinement of my room, but I mean I've been recognized a few times and I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Like, what do you even say? Like, yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm Boomie. What's up? You want a picture? Like, what do you even say? Okay, back when I was still in high school, there was this kid, and he would like always come in my Twitch chat and donate like $1, and he'd be like, "Yo, are you going to the football game against my school, bro? We could totally meet up." And like, okay, one football game. Do I look like somebody who's gonna go to a football game? Like, no, I do not care. Second, bro, why are you donating me money to go to the football game? Like, there's just too many things wrong with that. Yes, that's the weirdest encounter I've ever had, and no, I never met him. Scarlet. Neither. 2v2. Ben 10. 3D. Europe. Oh, that's crazy. Happiness. Awesome. Passive. Horrific. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all you guys for your continued love and support. It really means a lot to me. Big things coming in the future. I'm definitely not going to go this year winless. Catch you guys in the next one. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Zach, also known as Boomie. I've been a pro Brawlhalla player for over 7 years at this point. And man, I ruined it when I said at this point, because now I can't transition it seamlessly. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Zach. Yo, what's up, guys? That was great.